We're starting our subfloor for our 12 by 12 house. And the way you do it is the first sheet you install is a 4 by 8 sheet, just like this. All right, if you've done everything right, the end of your sheet should land perfectly in the center of your floor joist. That's what we call on-center spacing. All right, so once we put this sheet down, what we do is we're going to tack it on each corner. One corner here, making sure it's flush there. One corner here, making sure it's flush there. And if our building is square, it should also be perfect right here and flush there. So another screw there and another screw there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we snap lines, and how we snap our lines is we look for the floor joist. We hook our floor joist on. We don't even really have to measure in this case. We're gonna hook our chalk line on. We're gonna look for the nails where we fasten the header joist to the stringer joist, and we're gonna snap our lines. Then we're gonna install 5 screws on each string line that we've created with our on-center spacing in our floor joist. After that, we're left with a distance here that should be on a 12-foot building. Our piece here is going to be 4 feet. If you look here, it's really critical when we're doing subfloor and things of this nature that we have a factory edge, because we're going to butt another factory edge to it. How we know we have a factory edge is it's green here. All right, so that's right from the factory. We know that's a good edge. Now we're going to take a measurement back here. If we've done everything right, it should be 4 feet, and it is. Now we have to cut that 4 feet, and we want to make sure this factory edge butts into that factory edge. So we have to think this through. And if you haven't cut sheathing before, you need to set up a circular saw. You're going to need a drywall square like this. And if you look underneath my sawhorses, how I have it set up is like this. I have two sawhorses with 2x4s running long ways on there, so I can set my sheathing on here and make cuts without cutting my sawhorses and without buckling and binding my sheathing. You normally have to do this by yourself, so it's challenging, right? So you're going to take your drywall square, you're going to take the tape measure, you're going to measure over here 4 feet, put a big crow's foot so you can see it. Take our drywall square, and we're going to cut it. Now when we make this cut, we want this cut to go this way on our piece so that we have a factory edge against a factory edge. Now to cut it, we're going to come over here, adjust the depth on our circular saw, pull up this, set our table. This is one of those things where we want to make sure it's not set too deep so we're not cutting into our 2x4s too deeply. And now we can go ahead. Now this is exactly 4 feet. So I'm going to cut the center of my line so that both edges, both pieces are the same width, right? If I cut it to the waist side this time, that would make this piece significantly shorter. So I'm going to aim right for the center of my line this time. Piece is separated, and I didn't really have to overexert myself. All of this is heavy lifting, so you have to really think it through. Now when we install it, I don't put the cut edge against that side, I put the factory edge against here. And we're going to pull it just like this. Making sure it's real tight there. We're going to fasten it with 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Then again, like I said, we'll snap after we fasten it. We're going to put our chalk line here in the center of our floor joist. We're going to look for the nails on the end, snap a line, 5 screws, so on and so forth. All right? All right, thanks. Now, that sheet there we're going to use to start over here. So I'm going to let that be. I'll let you guys fasten in a minute, but let me show you how this then would be utilized. Your subfloor goes perpendicular to your floor joist, as you were saying about it in mathematical terms. Now I want the smooth side of the OSB up, all right, which I can feel with my fingers. This is the smooth side, this is the cut edge. I want the cut edge over here. So when we do this in the real world, we're using tongue and groove pieces. So we set it here like this. We glue our floor joist with subfloor adhesive, and then we're gonna drop it into place. You put your foot here, we drop it into place and kick it in. A lot of times we have to use a sledgehammer to tap it in, but if we've done everything right, it should land on center, and it does. So same thing then again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this piece will be a full sheet. We'll have to cut out for our stairwell opening though, all right? Make sense, guys?